Are heading out to vote. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember, as long as you're in line by 7 p.m., election workers are required to let you cast your vote. If you requested an absentee ballot but still haven't returned it, it is too late to put it in the mail. You need to hand return your ballot now to your local election office by tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And if you run into problems at the polls, let's say you forget your required ID or poll workers can't find your voter registration, you should request a provisional ballot. Election officials will later verify your eligibility before your ballot is cast.
And just hours ago, the Georgia Supreme Court reversed a deadline extension for thousands of absentee voters in Cobb County. And the reversal comes just days after a lower court judge granted the extension because of 3,000 absentee ballots delayed in the mail. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido joining us live tonight from the Cobb County election headquarters. And Angelina, you say the new ruling is causing some confusion tonight.
Especially for these voters that are just now hearing about this news. I'm told by election officials here in Cobb County that about 60% of registered voters in this county have already cast their ballot, and most of the absentee ballots that they sent out have already been returned, but some may linger behind. Hours before Election Day,
I got my reminder this morning that I needed to take care of that for her today.
Cobb County voters rushed to the polls to get their absentee ballots in.
I have a college sophomore who came home to vote this weekend and to drop off her absentee ballot for her.
Lisa Harris making sure her 19-year-old's first time voting goes smooth.
We had actually been looking for it to come to the house, but it actually ended up at her school. And so just the confusion with that, I feel that it would have been fair to give people a little more time.
But after the Supreme Court's ruling Monday afternoon,
ballots do need to be in to the elections headquarters here on Roswell Street by 7 o'clock on election night.
Cobb Elections fought to get an extension through the end of the week for nearly 3,400 absentee ballots sent out late, but it got struck down.
It was clearly violating Georgia law.
Josh McCoon, the chairman of Georgia's Republican Party that fought for Monday's ruling.
We were simply standing for the law that's been in place for many years, that absentee ballots only get counted if they're returned by 7 p.m. on Election Day.
While some voters might be concerned about getting their vote in,
I think it's kind of unfair.
Officials ask anyone having trouble to vote in person on Election Day.
And vote in person. And that will count. And we're encouraging them to do so.
I'm being told by election officials that if you do choose to vote in person tomorrow and requested an absentee ballot, that in-person vote should cancel out that absentee ballot request and you should not have any issues.
Okay, so Angelina, what happens if ballots are received after the 7 p.m. deadline tomorrow?
Well, those ballots are still being accepted until Friday at 7 p.m. I'm told by election officials that they're going to be stored in a secure place, and hopefully those ballots will be able to be counted. But still, they're stressing that the best chance for you to be able to cast your vote is going to be tomorrow, or to hand in your absentee ballot by 7 p.m. right here at the elections office. We're live in Marietta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.